Hi, it's Melinda here from simplylive.com.au. In the beginning of 2017, after a massive culmination of life events, I decided to just get away, basically run away from home and try and figure out where my life was leading. So I sold up most of the things that I owned in the world, all of my furniture and household belongings, and then decided to travel to Europe and just take a little bit of time out to figure out where to go from there. What ended up happening was that I spent around about a year travelling through Europe and really just spending time connecting with people, with animals, with events, whatever turned up is what I did, and continued on from there. And after that time, I then went back to Australia and decided to sell absolutely everything else that I had, except for 6 small boxes of memories and important things to me that are in storage in Australia. But apart from that, everything I own in the world, everything that I need, all my important everything is with me in my suitcase or my cabin luggage, and I take it around with me. So I've continued this journey in that time, and I'm hoping to continue for many more years to come. It keeps evolving, it keeps changing, and I'm just really loving a very simplistic lifestyle. As you can see in the background, I'm currently in a hostel in Portugal. It's actually an absolutely beautiful hostel, and I'm just recording this while I'm here. I decided to do some videos because I think there's so much to my life that I've learnt and the way that I live, and so many elements that people might be able to get some benefit out of. And I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to be able to write about it, but the reality is that I just don't get time. And I can't even explain what I do. I don't really do anything with myself, but I have such amazing experiences and this fantastic life where I go and do stuff all day. And then when I get back, I can't be bothered to sit down and type things up, or I've forgotten half of it while I was out and about. So I thought the easiest way is for me just to do videos. I can upload those in the moment, and I can talk about all sorts of things that people may want to hear more from me. So feel free to send through what you would like to know some more about. But I'm starting off with obviously talking about travel. There's elements of that and some tips and tricks and experiences that. But I think anybody does travel videos. I suppose I want to talk about the heart of that and how I feel doing that travel and what experiences that I encounter along the way, the emotional highs and lows, just living a minimalist life and simplifying and all the benefits to that. And of course, there's some pros and cons, and there are some negatives that you have to adjust to that doesn't suit everybody. All the different connections with animals. I do a lot of pet sitting, so animals and people and things and nature and my view of the world and how all of that's changed. So I want to get into some deeper stuff apart from just the logistics of travel, which we may cover as well for sure if that's what people want to hear. So these videos may be short, they may be long. I'll submit them as I think of things to talk about or that people ask me about. They will be real, they'll be authentic, they're not going to be edited, they're not going to be photoshopped. Just like everything else that I do, I want you to see the real warts and all of what goes on in my world all of the time. And I'll only be uploading things as I find that there's something worth uploading and people want to talk to me about. If you have any questions, you can submit them. I do have a Facebook page, Simply Live, Live Simply, Simply Live. So feel free to send a message and of anything you'd like to know. If you would like to ask me some questions specifically, we can set up a time to have a bit of a chat on Zoom or something similar. And you can ask me those questions and I can answer off the cuff. As I said, I want this to be as raw and real and as authentic as I can make it. The other big thing to note with my videos, really 2 important things. Firstly, I swear a lot. I'm really sorry, Mum, but I do tend to swear a lot, and I'll do my best to keep those out of the videos, but I know I'm going to slip up. So if that offends you, I'm really sorry. There's probably not a great deal I can do about it, so be warned. If it's not for you, it's not for you. The other thing is that when I talk about my lifestyle and what I'm doing and how incredible that I find it personally, I'm not making a judgment call on your life or anybody else's life. I'm not saying that the way that you live or other people live is wrong. It is wrong for me. It doesn't suit me, and I think that I can see that it's affecting society in a negative way, and I certainly want to talk about that. But if you're choosing to live that life, if you're happy, even if you're largely unhappy, but you're just not keen to change. That is your choice, your decision. I'm not judging you for that. All I'm trying to do is say to you that there's other ways to do things, and you may choose to take a little bit of that on board. You may choose to take none of it on board. You may choose to think I'm an absolute Fruit Loop, and that is fine. But at least you'll have some knowledge to make a good decision for yourself. And that's the key thing, is I want to get the message out there that there are other ways to live, there are other ways to do things, and you can then make a decision about what is right for you. With regards to the videos, as I said, they will be variable all the time. And we will cover a lot of topics. And I'm hoping that we can actually get some in an interview style, because I think that's more natural than me standing and staring into a phone, which I actually feel really uncomfortable about. And I never wanted to do this, but I just feel it's the easiest way to do it. If you like what you see and you think there's some benefit for you, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'd like to get this off the ground and get it moving. But as we go further along, please share it with your friends as well, because you may get a little bit of a benefit or not much at all, but you know someone who it might be. So share it on your Facebook page. Let's get the word out there. I'd like to see people happier. I'd like to see people living their joy. I'd like to see the planet surviving much better, because we're living a more simple life and we don't need so much stuff, and we can see how we can bring that into our world. So I'd like to encourage people to live simply, so that they can simply live an incredible and joyous and meaningful life. Thank you.